Welcome everyone, this is Unstoppable Streletsy with yet another Civ preview for the upcoming Wars of Liberty Great War patch. Today I will be doing the Paraguayan Civ. I felt like this was an important one to cover since they are going to be changing from a Civ bonus standpoint quite significantly. Now, in practice, they're going to still have like the same sorts of things that you're used to, right? Works, the Koyguas being really tough villagers, as well as the free units from the barracks and stables. But things have been readjusted a bit to make them work a bit differently. In particular, the Koyguas now gather at a normal rate, but to make up for that, I think they lost a bit of their hand armor, and they also are a bit more expensive. They actually did gain some HP though, which was nice, and a bit of bill bounty, I think. Also, the free barracks and free stable units are reduced to about half speed now, so you are going to be forced to train more of your own units now, but you will still be able to gain those free units over time, just not as quickly. The idea is to play more like a regular Civ, with sort of those free units being more of a supporting role instead of the primary thing you're going to be eating off of. I figured we'd do a new Juanito Bonito map, the Tierra del Fuego. This is obviously southern Argentina and Chile. This should be a very fun map to do. I'm looking forward to trying it since it'll be my first time doing it. We will fight one of the members of the WODA Alliance, the Uruguayans. This should be very fun. Let's get started and see how they play. Should be pretty exciting trying their new macro now to see if it's better or worse. We'll see. You will notice too that their start has changed a bit. They actually lost the starting villager, but they've gained a crate of food. Let's get scouting. I think we play it the same way and try to get a food works right away. I think that part stays the same. I think right now they're keeping the Koyguas on their resources working is a little bit more important now, since they're going to be playing a bigger role in our economy. And we obviously need a lot more resources now to compensate for the loss of free units over the long haul, right? We'll still be getting them, but at a much slower rate. Yep, let's get a food works up right here. How's our explorer doing? Let's get that comida. Necesito mucha comida.
Oh, you found your first treasure. How cute.
Muy bonito. Muy bonito. I actually didn't have to make a new deck since really there weren't a lot of card changes. I was able to basically use my old Paraguay deck. It's kind of cool because while I'm waiting for the new patch release, I can continue to use my old school decks like normal, which is awesome. Let's try to snare in these hunts a bit. I'm curious how the age up time is now with this Civ, now that the Koyguas hunt at the standard rate of regular villagers now. I also think it's probably going to be more important now to get a market up, since those market techs are going to be much more influential now, and you're really going to need those better hunting rates going forward. Because before you could kind of spare a market, since, you know, really you were using the works for most of your resources. Now Koyguas have a much bigger role to play in your game, not just in defense anymore. Let's go into melee and get this blowgunner out. Yep, I'm gonna add the food works next to this one, and maybe what we could do next is sort of park the explorer right next to him to buff up the trickle rate a bit at these works, which he already seems to be doing right now. Let's go for Frenchy. French onion soup sounds good. I'm gonna move a lot on the wood so we can get a market now. Yeah, we really need a market. I think probably go for hunting dogs first and then go for the chopping upgrade next, because for this civ, wood is a lot more important than usual. Since obviously you have to put barracks up, you have to put stables up, you have to probably put up another food works or coin works right away to keep up with the enemy. So yeah, let's get both of those market techs queued up now, so we can get the most out of our Koyguas. Let's put one on the food. I don't like seeing meat go to waste, you know. Like to eat as much carne as possible. Keep that carne eating. Yeah, I'll go for this quick treasure snag over here to get some dinero. About 500 dinero to be exact. I'll go for the mining too. I mean, we might need it for caballos. Let's see. Put the Solomon here. Go back to the work so we can maximize that food coming out. So I'm gonna start with military, I think. Get barracks going, get stables going, just so we can make sure we have enough to defend with. That's what I think the best game plan is. Other than that, I mean, we probably could afford to keep this hunting situation the same, since obviously all these food crates from the French are going to benefit us a lot. And by the way, remember before, French immigrants at the start used to give us XP crates, so this was a hidden little change to the immigrants that I just picked up on. Let's get another barracks up. Yeah, see? This rate of production for free is really slow now. It's a lot slower. If this was a real human, you'd probably want to be queuing up a lot quicker. Let's add some pardos in, since we could use some anti-shock to benefit our shock units. We could also add escopeteros in when it becomes appropriate. Let's add in a stable too. A stable right here. Good. Exactly what we needed. Pardo about 4. Good. I mean, at this rate, what we could... Let's go for the, let's do this. Let's go for the hemeroteca, and we could also go for bakeries too. That way we could actually get 4 of the food works instead of the 3 that were usually only allotted in this age. Let's get a stable going as well. I'm not as worried about getting the houses up as quick, since the free unit production rate is already slow anyways right now. But yeah, you really do see a big difference in your gathering rate, I think. I mean, I'm not used to seeing this much resources without any sort of resource crates this early on, so... Is it me, or does it finally feel like these Koyguas make a big difference in your economy now? It definitely seems that way to me. Definitely seems that way to me. Food works goes here. Another food works, where does that go? I would say angle it right here. Yep. Right there. Yep. We could go back to wood chopping with the master engineer, the ingeniero. I mean, at this rate, I would say probably get some wood to start spamming stuff right now. I mean, I feel confident we could probably even kill this bot in H2, which we might do. I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff to show you for this civ. I mean, I could show you the other thing real quick here. The Cryo Cannon was renamed to the Cañón Cristiano. The Cañón Cristiano is the new name for the old Clio Cannon. It works the same, has the same stats, I think, just a different name now. Not everybody used that piece of artillery, so it probably doesn't concern a lot of people, but for those that like to use it in FI, just keep in mind of the name change, so you're not asking yourself where it went. Alright, let's put these Pardos to work here against the Lanceros. And also, we could charge the Escopeteros next. Yep, thrust that Lancero. I mean, against this slow-moving bot, we're doing pretty well, I think. I mean, you don't even really need capital H. You could probably just finish them off in this age. Which you might end up doing, because, you know, I don't feel like we have to draw this match out at all to show stuff if there's not much to show. Yeah, let's get the second mining upgrade. I can imagine we're going to get a lot from these Koyguas now that their gathering rate is standard now. Escopatelos, cue some of those in. I'm going to move the rest on the carne, while the others deal with dinero. Also need a casa. Casa right there.
¿Qué me ordena?
Hola, leñadora.
Sí.
Yeah, we got so many of them, we may as well start upgrading a bit in that department, I think. What's going on here? Scouting, is that raiding? What is that? Doesn't matter since we seem to be outnumbering them quite a bit, I think. I mean, even if he does attack us, it's great to know that these Koyguas do have a little bit more HP than they did before, which will actually make their market upgrade techs and their home city cards just a little bit better at making them meaty. Yeah, I think we're set to defeat him now. I mean, doesn't seem to be training any of his immigrant units out of his settlements, so I think we're good. I bet that bot went for an immigrant that does not have an H2 unit, which is kind of bad. I mean, that actually influences me a lot in my immigrant decision, is if they come with an H2 unit or not, because I feel like having that immediate benefit, just in case if I need it, is a lot better. You know, so I end up going with a lot less explorative options with the Uruguayans, I think, as a result. Since you obviously don't get that immigrant again if you don't pick it the first time it shows up. Yeah, this bot is completely throwing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is not going to take a long time to do, I think. I mean, we're totally dominating here. Just make sure we target well. Oh, he made some natives from his home city. That's cool. Haven't quite gone to look at the map very much to see what the shape of it is. Yep, I mean, we're completely killing it, I think. Yep, I mean, yep. That's exactly what you like to see. Not too much of a struggle. Let's go for all these crates since, you know, actually, let's save the wood. We could actually get some contragrillas now to make the most out of this. Oh yeah, let's make some artillery. Look at this, nitroglycerin. Artisanal cannons gain range and damage. Before it benefited all artillery, giving them more damage. Now what it does instead is, it only focuses on the espides, the artisanal cannon, giving them both damage and range. I'm curious how they look with a little extra range added to them. I'm going to try that real quick and then push on them, I think. Yeah, I felt that was a pretty cool update to this unit. You know, because You consider artisanal cannons to be like a really trashy artillery unit in early games, so giving them one extra range just makes them feel just a little bit more modernized and capable against the bigger boys like the foot artillery and the who else am I thinking of? Some of the Asian cannons too. Yeah. Alright, let's go. I think we're good. I think we got enough to finish this off, I think. And we probably gonna hit capital age while we're fighting them as well. Yeah, look at this. They do get quite a bit of range. About, what is that, 22 range. 22 range, that's pretty good actually. That's quite a bit of range to the unit. And it's also a bit stronger too in damage as well. So I think this makes Paraguay like a lot better in the early game now, I think. Let's go for the I could go for the Croatians, I bet. Yeah, I think that's alright. Maybe we could pick up some of their skirmishers, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Lanceros are not going to cut it here, I think, for the bot. I mean, this is one of the few times you actually see the bot falling behind and score. So you can tell this bot really doesn't know how to use the Civ very well. In particular, it probably doesn't know how to tap into its immigrant units that much. Or it just picked a bad one. Yeah, artisanal cannons making it easier to deny him the redoubts. Gold prospector wagons, what are these? Oh, yep, this is what I figured he did. He went with the Croats, and they no longer have a viable H2 unit, so, yeah, he basically ran out of one additional thing he could spam units from. I loved it when the Croats had the Mourner Sailor as an H2 unit, but now that sailors aren't that great anymore, I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference to me anymore, honestly. He does get up to capital age, though, but to do what exactly, I don't know. I mean, we could probably do the same, yep. We could actually go up for... Let's go for an industrial age, yeah. That would be a cool idea. Could get some Koyguas and spam out some sailors right in front of his base for XP. That could be a cool creative idea if he's still alive. Let's try it, shall we? Yeah, let's get the first upgrade on the artisanals. Get the upgrade for the Pardos at least. Probably for our trash units as well. Well, how much do we have at home, actually, in terms of free units? Yeah. So you do actually get quite a few free units, but about half the ones you would normally get because the rate was halved in the negative direction in terms of Ghanems. So yeah, you have to train a lot more of your own units now. You can't just rely on the free stuff anymore to get you through it. Where is the Croat settlement? Right there, right? I think I'm going to wait for these Falkuzas to arrive up here in the sea, and then we can park them down here and start pumping out sailors out of them. Seems like a decent play to do. Does this map get any sort of... Yep, they get Jesuits, just like the Eisen map. That's a map I do a lot for 1v1. Alright, Falkuzas. You just have to put these to work here. Yeah, this is unfortunately the only way we can make these Mourner Sailors now. At least we can get about 14 of them though, that's a pretty good spam. Good news though is I can queue them both at the same time. As long as I have enough pop. Get that pop now. I should actually start queuing in the Croat gatherers here and build a dock, since Croat workers do really good when they're working next to the docks. Yeah. Do I have a... Yep. I'll put the ingeniero here to build a dock for us. Like, queue in these sailors we're gonna use in both of these. Yeah, but fortunately we need one more. Alright, one more house. Un más casa. And then we'll be good. Yep, pull him in, yep. Perfect. I think we're good to go now in terms of units. Yeah, see the little ring? That means he's actually getting improved gathering rate from this nearby dock. It's not every day you see the Croat special bonus kicking in. Yeah, if I had one more Croat age up, I could have actually revolted a bit here. They did change the Croat revolt a bit to make it less extreme, I think. I think you can actually still make villagers now with the Croat revolt, if you go with it. 40 damage with 2x against siege. I mean, against like a Austro-Hungarian build, that's probably actually pretty solid since the Grenadiers carried that tag. But I think against other civs, probably not much. What else do we need? I think we're good to go now. I think we could probably finish him off from here. What's this? Increases the hit points of nearby warships in an area. That's actually pretty cool, and I don't think it did that before. Quite useful. Yeah, let's get some Pardos. We're gonna probably the last thing we're gonna need to finish this off, I think. Yep. I think we're good to go after we do that. Get the guard upgrade on these artisanals too. Yeah, pretty good. Another casa for us. Otra casa.
General recognizes defeat. May I offer my surrender?
You know what? I will accept your surrender. GG. Good work. So this is what the map looks like, just so you know. So you got the main part of the island here, with these little fingers, like almost like a dog paw print sticking out of it in the corners. And then you got this section down here with what sort of natives. You actually got pirates here. Pirates. Now this is actually a pretty rare native settlement to see on maps. You know, typically we only see pirates on the Galapagos map, but here you can possibly get them on this section here. So they get one pirate and you get two Jesuits. One Jesuit down here and then you get one Jesuit here. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, you know. And how's the hunts down here? I mean, if you can get a couple of vills down here in the TC, I imagine you could get a lot of economic growth, since you got about, is that close to, almost like 3,000 3k coin in terms of gold mines here. So 30,000 I should say, yeah, 30,000. Well, there's that. I hope you enjoyed this little match with the Paraguayans. Mostly the same civ, only now a little bit less free stuff, a little bit more Koyguas action than usual. Just look at the post game. I'm curious how the economies were. See, look at this right here. It seems like the Paraguayan economy overall was doing pretty good, considering the fact that I got everything except for the age 3 chopping upgrade. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to be doing more of these for you in the future. Hope to see you for the next one.